Holly from Rubber Redneck. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to a Rubber Redneck Fall Frenzy video tutorial. This week over on my blog, I will be posting projects to celebrate fall and promote my upcoming 9 days of fall online class. I'll have prize giveaways, and each project for the Fall Frenzy event will have a free downloadable project sheet. I will also be offering a special bonus to anyone who purchases $50 before tax and shipping from my Stampin' Up! Online store from October 19th to October 26th. You will receive the paper kit to recreate all 4 of the projects for my Fall Frenzy event that I'm demonstrating this week. Please note, if you select no contact when you are checking out, I will not be able to email you or mail you the paper kit, so be sure to not select no contact. For all the details and the free project sheet and all the supplies I use to create this fun and cute little project, visit my blog, rubberredneck.typepad.com. Today's project, I'm going to be demonstrating the Give Thanks treat holder. Here is the front view, and then here's the side view that will hold the little caramels or some other fun little treat you want to put in there. I am using the stamp set called Thankful Forest Friends. This is from our holiday catalog, and Stampin' Up! Is having a promotion right now for 15% off on stamp sets until October 23rd, 2015. Now to create this, you're going to want to cut one piece of Tangelo Twist cardstock at 3 inches by 8.5. Once you have that cut, you then will need your Simply Scored scoring tool. And you're going to score this at 3.5 and then at 5 inches. Once you have that scored, then you want to fold this over on the scored line and crease it with your bone folder. And you want to crease that on both of those scored lines. Then you're going to take a little cellophane bag, and I got this fun-sized little ones. I'm not real sure where I got them at. I think they were from Walmart in the baking section. They had some. And then you're just going to fill your little treat with some caramels. And I put like 5 caramels in there. And then once you have that in there, you just want to peel off the backing off that little treat bag. And then you're going to fold this down so it goes down a ways. So you're going to need some small little clear plastic treat bag. And then before I do anything, I check it to make sure it's not going to be up above the cardstock. And then once I've checked it, you just want to take a glue dot and you're going to attach that right to the Tangelo Twist cardstock to hold it in place there. Then you want to cut one piece of early espresso cardstock at 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. You're going to zip it through the Big Shot with the wood grain embossing folder for that fun texture. Then we're going to glue this to the Tangelo Twist cardstock. And you want to glue it to the opposite side from where you've attached your candy or your treat. You want to cut you want to cut 13.5 inches of the Pear Pizzazz 1/4 inch cotton ribbon, and then you're going to tie this around the outside of your cardstock. And I just tied it in a double knot. Now these would be perfect for friends, co-workers, a little gift for a teacher, church friends, your Bible study group. There's a lot of fun possibilities. And then I just took my scissors and we're going to notch out the ends of the ribbon. So I just folded that in half, and then I went from the center to the point to get that notched out on each end. Pretty easy. Then you want to cut one piece of the Into the Woods Designer Series paper, and you want that leaves and acorn pattern. And you're going to cut that at 1.5 by 2 inches. Then you're going to glue this to your early espresso cardstock. You want to glue this towards the bottom. Then you want to cut one piece of the Into the Woods Designer Series paper in that Tangible Twist leaves pattern at 1/2 inch by 4 inches. You want to use your banner punch, turn this over, and then you're going to slide this in from the top and punch out the end. And then you're going to turn this around and do the same thing on the other end, creating a banner. Then you're going to glue this across the layers here. Now this will overhang off the end, so you just want to put some glue in the center. And then we're going to place that at the top of the other piece of the Into the Woods Designer paper. Cut one piece of the Into the Woods Designer Series paper in that daffodil leaf pattern. And you want to cut that at 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. You're going to take your banner punch again, and we're going to notch out each end again on this piece. Just line that up so it's centered and punch. And then once you have those punched out, you're going to glue this to the layers. And again, you just want to put it in the center. And this time you want to come down a little bit off of that Tangible Twist pattern there. So that's what it'll look like so far. Then you want to cut one piece of Whisper Weight cardstock at 3 inches by 3 inches. Then you're going to need the stamp. I'm using the Thankful Forest Friends, and I'm using the Give Thanks image here. So put your stamp onto your block, and then you're going to need your 2014, 2016 in color markers, and then you're going to also need your Early Espresso marker from the Marvelous Markers. And then we're going to color this image. And the markers come with a fine tip pen for journaling, and then on the other end has this brush end, and we're going to be using the brush end. And when you use the brush end, what you want to do is you want to color with the side of the marker. Don't color on the tip, because over time it will smush it down. So we're going to use all these colors. And I'm starting with the Tangible Twist one, and I'm just going to go in here and color my leaves. And what I did was I colored part of the leaf here on each one. And you just got to keep track of when you're doing that, which ones you colored. And then I'm going to color these little vines as well at the same time. So we're just going to keep coloring that. And then I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow one next to go back over, and we're going to fill in on some of the leaves here on the image. So just keep track of where you have colored so you don't color over like the orange where you've already done. And then I'm going to use the Hello Honey, finish coloring all these little leaves in. And if you do happen to get one of your markers into the darker ink, just run it on a piece of scratch paper and it should clean it up right away. As long as it's just a little bit and not a lot. And then I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss over the greeting, the saying, give thanks. And just use the side of that marker like I'm doing here. And then I'm using the Early Espresso one over the end of the acorn here. And then I'm going to go back over the top of that with the Mossy Meadow marker. And then once you have that colored on there, you want to just kind of breathe on that to get it kind of moist again. And then you're going to stamp right onto the center of that Whisper White cardstock. And then you'll get an image that will look like this with all the multicolors in it. I love that fun technique, and it's so easy to do with your markers. Then you want your 2.5 inch circle punch, turn it over, slide in the Whisper Weight cardstock, line that up, and punch that out. So then you'll have a piece that looks like that. Then you want to turn this over and you're going to put 2 stamping dimensionals onto the back. And I put them onto the left and the right side here. And then you want to attach these over that designer paper here in the center. So there's what it'll look like so far. How cute is that? Then you want to cut 16 inches of the gold metallic thread. So what I did was I just wrapped it around my hand 3 times and that came out to 16 inches. And then I cut that while it was still on my hand, and then I pulled this off so it's all together. And then I grabbed a hold of it in the center here to get it to crimp down kinda. So that's what it'll look like. Then you're gonna need a glue dot. And then we're going to place this over here onto the right side of your circle at an angle. So it'll look like that. Then I took the 1 1/4 inch burlap ribbon and I pulled off 2 of the strings off the frayed end here. I just pulled 2 off like that. And then you want to take another glue dot and put that in the center of that gold metallic thread, and then you're going to put these onto that glue dot. Then you want to take one of the Neutrals designer buttons and you want the Early Espresso medium sized one. Take another glue dot and you're going to attach that to the center of those threads. And now you've just completed the little grateful, or the give thanks treat holder, excuse me. How cute and fun is that? Perfect little gift, and it will work great if you have to make a lot of these. They're easy to make. Be sure to visit my blog, rubberredneck.typepad.com, for that free project sheet, find out my prizes and about my upcoming class, and where to purchase all of these supplies. Thank you for watching.